Most people are using the body weight scale incorrectly, and it's making your weight loss journey 20 times more frustrating than it needs to be. So today we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna fix it. Now, the mistake that most people make is they look at day-to-day fluctuations and they panic. They see the number go up, from Monday to Tuesday, and they think something must be going wrong. But really, the number could have gone up from Monday to Tuesday for a myriad of different reasons. Maybe you were constipated. Maybe you had more water than normal on Monday. Maybe you ate later in the day on Monday than you normally do, and that caused your weight to temporarily appear higher than what it actually is that next morning. The point is, if your body weight changes from one day to the next, we really don't know a lot about whether you're making progress, losing progress, if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because there's so many lurking variables at play. Instead, what I want you to do is don't even care how your body weight changes from one day to the next. Instead, focus on how it trends over time. So let's map that out real quick. So if I make a little basic graph, and my handwriting is less than perfect, but let's just say we have body weight up here, right? And then we have time down below. We got time, okay? For most people, let's say on a Monday, their body weight is 200 pounds, right? And then they wake up the next morning on a Tuesday, they wake up, they jump on the scale, and they see that it is 201 pounds on Tuesday. A lot of people, when they wake up and see this 201, they start to panic. They think, oh my God, what happened? Did I eat something bad yesterday? Did I do something wrong yesterday? My body weight jumped up. What's going on? Something must be wrong. But what they don't realize is if you zoom out and say, you know what, I don't care how the number compares from Monday to Tuesday because it's just two data points. I'm just going to keep track of my body weight over time and see how it trends. What you might find, and what I often find with clients, is maybe it went up this one day, but now it's back down, it's back down. Maybe this day it goes back up, but now it's back down, up a little bit, back down, up, down, down, up, down, so on and so forth, right? You have these kind of day-to-day fluctuations and so many moments where you could kind of panic and say, oh my God, it went up right here, something's wrong. But if you zoom out, you're able to see that actually the trend is going in the downward direction. And so what I would tell anybody, and this is what I tell my clients, is I really don't care what my body weight does from Monday to Tuesday or from Tuesday to Wednesday. I track it and I forget it and I go about my day because over time, I want to be able to see what is the trend. Maybe it goes up and down day to day, but if it's trending in the right direction over the course of weeks, months, then I'm winning. I'm happy, right? That's the basic level of it. If you want to go another level up, even better would be taking your weekly averages, right? So basically saying, hey, looking at this exact same graph, maybe this is a week right here, right? Like, so for this week, maybe the average was 199, right? And then we look at now this week up here, maybe the average on this one is 197, right? And then we look at this week, maybe the average here is 196, so on and so forth. But it's the same concept of even looking at my weekly averages, I'm looking to see, are those averages trending downward over time if my goal is to lose weight? And so what I tell my clients is when the day starts, jump on the scale, track it, but don't care what the number is. Forget about it. Track it and forget it, because over time, we're just watching the trends. I don't care if the number jumps up by a pound or 2 pounds tomorrow. There's so many reasons it might jump up. What I care about is what is the trend over time. And for me as the coach, what I do with my clients is, again, I take the weekly averages. That way, maybe something funky happened on Tuesday, but if I'm looking at the weekly average of 5, 6, or 7 days of taking your body weight, all that's going to get smoothed out in the data, right? And so the point is, look at trends over time. I don't care about the day-to-day fluctuations. And just to give you guys an example, I'll put my client Garrett on the screen. You can see from his before and after photos, he had incredible results. But if I put the graph of his body weight over time on the screen, what you'll find is there were times when, again, day to day, the number went up or it went down. It went up, down, up, down, up, down. But what I coached Garrett to understand, and what you, the viewer, need to understand at home, is we don't care about those day-to-day fluctuations. As you can see from Garrett's graph, yes, there were days when the scale went up or down, but over time, there's no denying that it trended in the downward direction. That's what we want. So to summarize today's video, body weight goes up and down. It will fluctuate day to day. What we care about is the trends over time. If you want a good analogy, think about the stock market. Just because a stock price changes in price from Monday to Tuesday doesn't mean you're just gonna sell off the stock. Most likely, if you're a smart investor, you're gonna hold that stock because you believe the direction it's gonna trend over time is the way you want it to be. Body weight is no different. So that's today's video. If you liked it, please give it a like, share it to a friend who might find it helpful, add some comments, and don't forget to subscribe. That's all for today. I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, as I always say, go execute.